Hello and welcome to Headway Thames Valley Annual Review of the Year. My name's Dr. Trevor Powell. I'm a clinical psychologist and I've been chairman of Headway Thames Valley for a number of years. Our charity is a small local charity that's been going for about 35 years, supporting people with an acquired brain injury. And the first thing I'm going to do is to hand over to our general manager, Jamie, who's going to say a little bit about the last year. Over to you, Jamie.
Hi, I'm Jamie Higgins. I've worked for Headway Thames Valley for the last 6 years and been manager for the last 2 years. In 1986, a man named Lindsay was involved in a motorbike accident and admitted to hospital in Reading, having suffered a severe brain injury. He spent the best part of a year in hospital, and when it came to him being discharged, his mum Roseanne asked, "What's next?" "There is no next," the discharge team said. "Take him home." Anne worked hard to secure a room at Battle Hospital, and it was from there that she founded Headway Thames Valley and began supporting people with their brain injuries. Over 30 years have gone by since, and a lot has changed, but we're still here supporting people with life after brain injury. Hospitals do a remarkable job, and there are more and more people surviving brain injury every year, which puts greater pressure on organisations like Headway Thames Valley. Last year we had over 150 referrals, more than ever before, and we only see that number growing. We support people in a number of ways: one-to-one support with our occupational therapist or assistant psychologist, support groups that we run across Berkshire and South Oxfordshire, where clients get the chance to meet other people with brain injury, often for the first time. We also run educational courses where we aim to promote acceptance and means to recovery. My colleague Marie, who runs our centre in Henley, is going to talk to you a little bit about that service.
I started working at Headway Thames Valley about 2 years ago. I've really enjoyed being part of such a committed team and listening to all the inspiring stories that our clients have to tell. Working alongside my colleague Robert and our wonderful team of volunteers, we provide a warm and welcoming atmosphere at Brunner Hall for everyone to enjoy. We always aim to put on an exciting timetable that appeals to everybody. A few examples of this are Grace Courts, Nuffield House and Bill Park, as well as all the activities at the centre. For many years, our clients have taken part in activities such as sports table, music and art therapy. In the last 18 months, we have partnered with both Clevedon and the Oxfordshire Woodland Group. We can now offer bushcraft, tai chi, exercise and photography too. All of this is only possible because of the amazing group of professionals that we work with. Our most recent initiative has been an upcycling project. We are taking old furniture that would otherwise be discarded and making the items useful and beautiful again. All of our activities are designed to promote emotional and mental well-being through a combination of learning new skills and producing things to be proud of.
Some of the highlights of the year for me have involved both the development of the charity in terms of our efficiency. We now use a system called Salesforce, which monitors and gives us more information in terms of all the clients and fundraising, which has been a real advance. But for me personally, as chairman, I think of a few events over the last year that have been particularly rewarding. One was a study day that we organised with the Thames Valley ABI Forum, where Professor Udo Kisko came down from Oxford. This is a professor of rehabilitation who unfortunately had a stroke. And his talk to the group was really insightful and I think highlighted the need for organisations like Headway after the acute medical interventions have been settled. So that was great. We've had other training experiences, and part of Headway's role is to disseminate information and support people. From my perspective, also, some of the more fun aspects are the fundraising activities. We've had quizzes, we have a Christmas concert where our music therapist demonstrates that music is often something that can reach part of the brain that other mediums don't reach, and music therapy is an important part of Headway Thames Valley. So those are some highlights, and I would encourage other people to get involved with Headway. It's fun and it's worthwhile. Now I'm going to hand over to our new treasurer, Nick. Over to you, Nick.
Hello, I'm Nick Barter-Walsh, and I have recently been appointed the treasurer of Headway Thames Valley. and I would like to add my personal thanks to everyone who has supported us over this last challenging year. While it is impossible to individually thank everyone who supported us last year, there are a few shout-outs we would like to make, including Anne Hooper of Hennington Golf Club for her virtual cycle challenge, and Alice Nilsson for her half marathon fundraising. We have been very impressed with our supporters and resourceful ways to continue to raise funds in these most unusual of circumstances. We are very grateful to have received pro bono support from companies including Merkel and Boyce Turner, whose support is proving invaluable as we adapt to new ways of operating. We'd also like to thank Henley Town Council and the Berkshire Community Foundation for their ongoing support. Whilst we entered the financial year to March 2020 with a deficit of £20,000, we have taken proactive steps to reduce our operating costs, and the charity has a strong reserves position, which puts us in good stead to weather these continually testing times. We are also looking at ways to adapt and diversify our sources of funding based on some of the excellent examples we have seen from our supporters. The full accounts for 2020 are available on our website for anyone who wishes to review these in more detail.
I had a brain injury about 12 or 13 years ago, and I was in Peru cycling from the Andes to the Amazon, and we'd been on a really rocky roads where you had to cycle standing up, and there'd been about 15 punctures. And then we came into a village of the last hour of that day that had tarmac. The guy to my left bunny hopped, and the guy to my right was going a bit slowly, so I pulled over to overtake him, and I hit the thing that the other guy had bunny hopped over, and flew over the handlebars and smacked down on the road and flicked my bike over my head and kept going down the road. So I went straight to the medical centre, and they stitched up my face. I couldn't make eye contact with people. I couldn't speak a full sentence properly. I was very easily frustrated. I couldn't read. I read a lot. I couldn't read. I wouldn't know if I'd read a page. Sometimes I didn't know if the book was the right way up. I couldn't cross the road because I didn't know if there were cars coming. I couldn't drive because I couldn't remember what you did. Although I knew what to do, I couldn't actually do it. It was really peculiar.
You did eventually get in contact with Headway Thames Valley, and what happened at that point?
It felt like a lifeline. Oh, I'm gonna cry, sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
It was just nice to be understood and have somebody actually hear what I had to say. Because it was, I learned there that I have to accept that this is how I am now, and learn other tools to help me.
One of the things that the Living with Brain Injury touches on is acceptance. And I know for a lot of people with brain injury, acceptance is a real challenge. And when we talk about acceptance, it's never a case of accept this is it forever. You spoke about then you have made some improvements even since attending the course, despite your brain injury being over 10 years ago. So we do think there is some hope, and we can help people beyond that.
I think the situation where you're not being listened to, just keep trying. Somebody will listen.
Firstly, I want to thank Trevor for all the amazing work that he's done as chair of Headway Thames Valley over the years. I also hope, Trevor, that this is not goodbye and that we'll continue to have you as a lifetime supporter. My name's Tom Satterthwaite, and I initially came to Headway Thames Valley as a volunteer, and I've been a trustee since 2014. It's a huge honour for me to take up the chairship, and along with the rest of the trustees, I hope that we can continue to support Jamie and the team to deliver an excellent service to our clients and a bright future for Headway Thames Valley. This year, COVID-19 has proved to be a huge challenge for us, along with everyone else. We are very proud of the way that Jamie has managed to deal with these challenges and take them in his stride. I'm confident that we will continue to adapt and thrive and to help our clients to do the same. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been informative. This is the first time we have done something like this, so we're very interested to hear what you think of it. We are grateful for the support of all of the friends of Headway Thames Valley. That is the clients, the families, the staff, the volunteers and our supporters. If you have any thoughts, comments or suggestions about this or want to get in touch, please reach out to us. Thank you.